Hi there, students. Quite, fairly, and pretty. These are quantifiers that we put before adjectives or adverbs to vary the intensity of the adjective or adverb that comes afterwards. For example, he drives fast. He drives fairly fast. Okay, it's quantifying. So what do quite, fairly, and pretty mean? Okay, when we use these, we normally use these with gradable things. Gradable, and not extreme. Cold, gradable. Freezing, absolute, extreme. Difficult, it has levels. Impossible is the top level. So normally we use all three of these words with gradables to say more than average. Normal, quite, very, extremely. Quite. Between normal and very, more than average. Significantly more than average. Okay, when we use these words, and note normally we only really use quite with extremes. It's quite freezing today. Here it means extremely. So when you use quite with an extreme, it means extremely. This is quite impossible. Absolutely impossible. This is quite excellent. Absolutely excellent. Okay, let's look at, normally we don't use fairly and pretty. It's fairly freezing. It's pretty freezing. You could say it, but it's not very normal and it doesn't sound good. Let's look at something. So, cold, freezing. It's quite cold today. More than average. It's quite freezing today. It's minus 20 degrees. This is quite difficult. This is fairly difficult. This is pretty difficult. More difficult than average. Nearly very difficult. But this is quite impossible. Absolutely impossible. Her food is fairly tasty. Yeah, more than average. But her food is quite delicious. Absolutely delicious. This is pretty good. Fairly good. Quite good. Better than normal, but not the best. But this is quite excellent. Absolutely excellent. So there you go. Quite, fairly, and pretty. We use quite with gradables and extremes. With gradables it means more than average. With extremes it means extremely. We have fairly that we normally only use with gradables, more than average, and we have pretty that we only normally use with gradables, more than average. So, there you are. I hope the explanation has helped you. If you enjoyed it, give it a rating. You could make this video a favourite. You could subscribe to my channel, and if you've got any questions, please make them. Bye for now.